Okay. So this is more broad, and this is fine, but I don't think everyone's opinion matters when it comes to certain discussions of art and like pop culture and stuff like that. And like, obviously, trolls and stuff are not a part of the conversation. They don't offer opinions. They're just trying to incite. But like, to the people that like, I don't feel like I would be a good critic of the Assassin's Creed franchise. I personally don't like any Assassin's Creed. I've played more Assassin's Creed games in existence than not, or like I've put hands on, you know? So like, I feel like I should have an impression, but also if the official list of Assassin's Creed games were coming out and I had fucking clout in that decision making, like, I don't agree with that. And like, I feel like when it comes to like, I don't know, just different fandoms, I feel like you enjoying something does not give you ultimate say of like, or like, just if you saw something first, or like in relation to the Evangelion subreddit and like just the Evangelion fandom, I fucking like, I've seen the series through once. I watched the movie once. I have been horribly scarred since, but I still cherish those memories. So going through and watching people like get upset over like, oh, this is the definitive meaning, because like the last few episodes of that show are like really like up in the air. Like, oh, well, like I was alive when it first came out, so I know because of blah, blah, blah. No, you don't. Shut the fuck up. No, you don't. Like, that is your opinion.
Yeah.
Like, until, I can't remember his name, until the creator of the show comes out and says definitively this is, you know, like if you are citing the creator, then yeah, sure, we should have that conversation. But like, I don't know. Like, I feel like just because you put in so many hours into something doesn't mean that your opinion, like, means any more than anyone else's. But also, if you have 0 hours put into something, don't think that your opinion should have any kind of clout. Like,
I agree. You should have to play a game before you can criticize it, or watch a movie
with
before
games.
you have to.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Well, I think I agree with you, but I think it's, for me, it's just a matter of all opinions are valid in the sense of like your opinion just represents your experience with something. I take more issue with the gatekeeping that can come along with what you're talking about. Like, I think
guess
if
the gatekeeping was the main
I think
bit, yeah.
like I think you can call yourself a Star Wars fan if you've only seen A New Hope, just like how you can call yourself a Star Wars fan if you've seen all 10 of them. But, you know, if you're reading a review from someone who's never seen a Star Wars movie, that should be made clear, because that influences how they viewed it. But I don't think it's a matter of like one being more or less valid. It's just a different take with different, because it's not even just about how much you've seen. It's a matter of like, was I tired the day I saw that movie? You know, like, was I busy when I was trying to get through that RPG, so it felt longer than the other one I played? You know, like I think people should be more aware of the fact that you're never truly reviewing a movie. You're never truly reviewing a game. You're reviewing your experience of it. Which includes the fact that you're reviewing the room you were in when you were sitting and playing
If
it.
it's 3 degrees too cold, that's going to affect how you, whether or not you know. Yeah, okay. I see.
Yeah.
So honestly, it was more the gatekeeping that I was like. Not once you brought up the term specifically gatekeeping, that's kind of where I took issue. Like, I just don't enjoy, and I like with Watchmen and stuff like that. Like, I personally haven't seen this, but I know there are people that are just like, oh, well, if you haven't read the comic, then like this show is not for you. And like, like, I was talking to one of our friends, Aaron, about like something happened in the show that like if you read the comic, you've just been like, it's been common knowledge. You know that this event happened, like, you know, and he had no idea. And the show was playing with the idea that like the people in the universe don't know what happened in the comic, but we as the audience do know what happened in the comic. So there's this level of like dramatic irony. But if you've never read the comic, there is no dramatic irony. You're just experiencing what the characters are experiencing. And in that situation, like when Aaron, when he asked, like, oh yeah, what is this? Blah, 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 blah. I was like, oh yeah, it's in the comics. He was like, should I read it? And I'm like, fucking no. Like, if you're enjoying the show like this, like I'm so vastly interested in learning about his experience with the show. We're watching the exact same thing. We both love the same like technical bits of it, but like just with the personal bias of like having read it one time a while ago versus never having been exposed to this before. Like,
I think it comes down to like whether or not people recognize the subjectivity of this stuff in general, because it's like, I agree with you. I agree with your take that if you have like going back to the Endgame thing, if you criticize Endgame because you didn't understand it, but you've never seen a Marvel movie, I don't necessarily think it's that your opinion's invalid, but if you try to invoke your opinion as like this is a legitimate critique of it objectively, like then fuck you, because you're missing the point. Like same thing with like, you know, I if you don't like a certain video game because you don't have experience with that genre, that's valid. Like I don't like strategy games that much because I just like I don't have the patience for them. I never got used to them. But I'm not gonna go around and tell people StarCraft is bad. You know, like, just not gonna do that. That's a waste of my time. It's a waste of their time. Again, my experience is valid with those games, but like,
just yeah. I don't know.
I think
like,
it's a good summary for this whole episode, or for this whole bit with the hot takes, is that like, you know, we like the whole idea of a hot take is like,
you go in knowing it's going to be controversial.
Yeah, like a hot take. A hot take is only like a hot take is never wrong. It's just like it's like your opinion's valid no matter what. Just like know the context, like so you can understand how you get reacted to. Know the lore. Like, I just or don't and admit it. Like, okay, so I want to speed round through these last few.
Yeah, go for it because I don't have that many like spice.